Hello and welcome to my review of Tron Legacy. It's the sequel, follow-up to the 1982's Tron, so 28 years later. Just like to say before I start is I'm a bit fed up of these science fiction futuristic films doing neon blue writing. Is all the typing on these computers and what have you going to be blue neon? I'm not positive it probably won't. I hope some filmmaker comes up with like this new idea for font and writing and text in the future. Right. First of all, I'd like to pick up on the bad points of Tron, which may slightly outnumber the good points. First of all, the 3D element. Come out in 3D IMAX. I watched it there in Birmingham. Maybe I'll tell by my accent. And I don't. There wasn't much. There's a little thing that IMAX do at the start which popped out at me a lot more. And when I go and watch a 3D film, I don't like everything popping out at me and just in my face, because it kind of draws me away from that little bit of storytelling that's going on at the time. Like in Toy Story, they didn't do it, did they? One of the best films of this year so far, if not the. And they kept it really simple 3D. Tron's storytelling wasn't the best, so I think I could have probably been drawn away from it by 3D stuff popping out at me. I mean, people have been made by pixels, so they'll be chopped in half and stuff, pixels go flying everywhere, and it weren't jumping out at me, which is kind of annoying. Another thing, yeah, obviously what most people have been saying, I haven't read an awful lot of reviews on it, but people have been saying there's no character development, there's no real scripting really, the plot's not very good. The plot is basically Kevin Flynn's son, Sam, who has the Encom company passed down to him. He tries to steal it so it's free to everyone in the world. He goes to the old arcade where the Tron video game was played, and he goes down into like a little cellar place, and he is in the grid like that, quite sudden, which I was like, okay, did he not? I wish like he kind of went there and tried to figure out how to get there instead of just like, I guess 3 passwords and I'll get one of them right, which was a bit crap. And he's looking for his dad, obviously, isn't he? He gets zoomed into this grid, he has to have a few battles with people, sees his dad and he's like, oh, Dad, that's you. It's Clue, obviously, and Clue is there as Jeff Bridges, like, he was there, so Jeff Bridges created Tron and Clue, so them pair together could make the grid perfection, a perfect world for everyone. Perfection, he says perfection in it, and like, I'm seriously considering it's just like evil everywhere. It's just, what's perfect about being evil? I'm pretty sure Clue is an evil person, and like, just to clarify, there's no speed science anyway. I'm pretty sure like this world is more perfect for like safety. This isn't the safest world now, everything's done a bit too safe these days, but seriously these like motorbikes just going everywhere. Shocking, it's not that perfect really, is it? Then there's just like, then they have to try and get Kevin Bridges, the real Kevin Flynn, out. Won an Oscar last year for Crazy Hearted. No Oscar performance in all fairness. I mean, he's not bad. He's not. It's just distinctly average, and there's not. Kevin Flynn is this character that can't particularly develop an awful lot. So, I mean, Kevin Bridges didn't have an awful lot to work with. I'd like to also mention Michael Sheen's part in the film. It's annoying because his character wasn't developed. He's got a character called Zeus, and one of the ISOs called Kara. No, can't even remember the name. In all fairness, the character wasn't that brilliant. And she goes and says, to Sam, go and see this Zeus. He's, he'll help you. Go to see him. It's Michael Sheen, and he's all, in your face, a bit Riddler-like, going on about like this, and he is really good for the 15 minutes he's in it, which annoyed me. It's a lot better. You thought He could have been like Clue's sidekick or something, which would have been a lot better, like just following Clue around. He didn't, he was in it for 15 minutes, and it was just, it was the best thing about the film, if I'm honest. And it really, really ticked me off a bit that he wasn't in it longer. I couldn't see how the filmmakers didn't see that bit of performance. It depends when they filmed it, I guess, but Michael Sheen was fantastic in it. Like, you know, but there you go. What else was I saying? Yeah, that's about it really for Tron. Has been a big hyped up film. Spent about 130 million on it, I think it was, Disney spent on it, and was it worth it? No, it wasn't at all. I mean, James Cameron made Avatar last year, which it was more spectacular to watch even than Tron, but still I think it is a bit overrated. Probably get some comments on that. It's just, yeah, Tron, it could have had a lot more excitement, a lot more thrill. It could have lasted a bit longer, if I'm honest. I think it's like an hour and 45 or something like that. It's not a particularly long film, and it could have slightly developed the script a bit more than it did. But that's about it really. I haven't got an awful lot more to say about Tron. Hopefully I'll be doing more reviews in 2011, so that I can just watch a few more films for myself, review them, stick them on YouTube. It depends. They may just be a bit more written up, because it depends if I can get this camera, which is borrowed at the moment. Thought I'd make the best of it. And that should be it. I'm giving Tron 5 out of 10, which isn't great really, but there you go. I wouldn't recommend watching it, but